Hello, how's everyone and their families doing? I hope you are all doing quite well by the grace. Today's Sunday, life issues, Abrabo Mu Nsem. So let's talk. If you come through and you like to join in the conversation, you are more than welcome to do so. Whatever we're going to talk about, if you do have knowledge of it, you can also put forth your contribution via comments, or if you like to tune in, let me know. Let me see. Okay. And just send this to my friends. All right. What? Oh, come on. Why am I? Okay, there we go. Okay. About life issues. Mm, life issues. Okay, so let me see. Let me put this and change this right here. Oh, wait, where's my glasses? Hi, guys. How's everyone doing? Thank you for tuning in. Um, we're just going to have several discussions. So, if any one of you have any pressing questions or topics or issues, you can bring it up and we will discuss it. Right? Um, I love to engage with people, but sometimes you have people, I don't know if they're feeling shy. Don't be shy. I won't bite. Um, all right, let me see here. Hey, Sister Santuaba, Safomu to say. And then the one land power in tentem so you know in tentem so like oh my gosh. B, what's up? Oh, all right. So all right. So, when it comes to life issues and that, there are so many things that we can discuss, we can talk about. I mean, we would not, it don't matter how many years we spend on this earth, we can never uh or will never be able to talk about everything about life itself, right? Because it's a whole lot. Thank God you are blessed. We thank God for your life. So we just need to, like, in everything that we do in life, we have to take one day at a time. What's up, Joy? And some of us, we tend to struggle with that, right? Especially, like, I mean, we all grew up in different upbringing. Some of us are from the same country, the same town. Others are, from other places. At times, when you travel around or you go to school, you go to webinar, seminar, meeting, like go to so many different things. You might meet someone, right, that you will feel sexually attracted to that person or have a liking in that person. It has nothing to do with sexual, because sometimes you may see someone that you may like the person just for the person's personality, right? Because the two of you may have something in common. You have a connection with that person, because it's not everyone that you see that you fell madly in love with that person. Like love at first sight, it doesn't happen that often. Am I right or wrong? It does not happen that often, but at most times, I think in most cases, right? Because some of us or some people are living in a delusional imaginary mindset, right? So whenever they see certain people, based on what the person has on or how the person is holding themselves, they might feel attracted to them. And, you know, at times you may have someone who is married, right? And the person may make a comment, and their friends and people around them will be like, how are you going to be saying that? You are married, for God's sake. You shouldn't be talking like that. Well, reality is, being married does not make you a stone, right? You can, I mean, like, we do have some men who are jealous. We do have some women who are jealous. So at times, as long as you're not appropriate, right? I think you should be able to, like, be express yourself, or, like, compliment someone. If you see someone, the person looks nice and good and hold themselves well, I don't think it's a problem for you to say, oh, you look very nice, or I love your attire, I love your outfit, I love your dress, whatsoever. But nowadays, sometimes when you see someone and you compliment them, they think that you have a liking to them. Some of them will, like, start insulting you. Others will be like giving you an eye, or like rolling their eyes, like, oh well, um but we should be complimenting ourselves. I love self everything. When it comes to self everything, like, you can't sit around waiting for someone else to come and tell you you look beautiful before you feel beautiful, or to tell you, like, you have um a nice voice before you be receptive to your tone of voice, right? You have really beautiful eyes before you like your eyes. Don't wait around for people to validate you, because we don't need other people to validate us. That is a plus, right? If you out somewhere, or like you doing something, and someone comes and say, "Oh, you know what, you beautiful," or like this and that, you just say thank you, because you already have acknowledged that. So, and it's a good feeling when you hear people talk about a lot of positive things about you. But sometimes some of us, we not receptive to certain things, and other times people are always looking for validation, so they tend to, like, kind of like always miss the most important thing, right? If they don't hear other people validating them, they don't see themselves as valuable as they should be, right? You need to love you no matter what. Love yourself. Take care of yourself, right? Be happy. How do you stay happy? Like, first of all, for me, I always have to think about some of the things that I like to do in life that makes me happy. I love to read, right? From my teenage years. Well, thanks to my father, because between up to age 16, I wasn't really into, like, reading books and stuff. But my father, oh my gosh, that man had us reading. Like, I remember back in the days, technology was not as advanced as it is now. So we will go to the library, like, you have to go get on this long line to borrow a book, right? And sometimes the book, depending which book you taking out, some of them is rented out for you for like a week, others 2 weeks, others you have it within the month. So you have the opportunity to read. Star Doris, how you doing? You have the opportunity to read through as to whenever, and then bring it back, and then you have to borrow again. And my dad was like, you just don't go and get the book and read it. No, once you read the book, he will let you know which books you got, And then once you finish reading it, Mr. Entry, welcome. Once you finish reading it, you're going to have to summarize what you read, how you understand what you just read, right? And I used to like not like it at all. I mean, what teenage most teenagers, I want to go and play. I want to be able to hang out with my friends and stuff like that. But no, I had to be doing cooking, making sure my homework is done. Like, we didn't do much. It was like study, learn, study, learn, study. And then, but at the end of the year was like the best of the best because um, all my siblings, our birthdays are very close. My birthday is September 17th. My older sister's birthday is the 26th. My younger brother, is December 4th, and then the last born is December 27th. So I remember, like, in my teenage years into my 20s, my mother used to have all our birthdays celebrated together, which would be the new year. So every new year we celebrate our birthdays together, right? She doesn't do this one here, but and then Christmas time, on Christmas Day, we will get two presents. One is for the Christmas holiday, with a lot of clothes. Back in the days, we were more focused on clothes than video games. Um, and then the other will be our birthday gift, which will be either a necklace, earrings, watch, some type of jewelries and stuff like that. But it was the best. I always used to like look forward to that, to celebrate my birthday, my born day with my siblings. And this way none of us will feel like this one's birthday celebration was more than mine and stuff like that. I think my mother was a genius. She will just do make sure that we all feel love, and that she gave us equal amount of love, because it's never okay for parents to behave in certain way, whereas one or two of your children feels like you give one or two of your siblings more love than you, right? And me being a second child, I don't know who is here who is a second born, because second borns, right? If we do not make our marks, a lot of people, it feels like you invincible, right? It's like the first one, the firstborn, and the last born, they always being recognized. When you in the middle, Lord, you just have to do something. I was not an easy one. Um, I mean, I did behave myself, but I remember when my father traveled, right? Because my dad was not around, and I'm thinking my mom would be easier to fool, but that woman was no joke. My mom was not the type of parent when I do something wrong that she will look me in the eye and say, wait till your dad gets here. No. She will make sure that she will deal with it. She will speak to me, and let me know that this can never happen again. I remember, like, I was a tomboy. I went to we used to live on a campus because my dad was a teacher at Osetutu Secondary School. But I think nowadays it's a mixed school. But before it was just boys' school. And they have like uh agriculture farm, whereas they have different type of fruits, guava, mango, pear, like, just name it. But each time they go on a midterm or like on vacation, they have like security guards who will guard the place and stuff like that. And I remember, like, me and my age group, because it was a campus, so all the teachers children, we would get together and play around. Sometimes we would go visit this person's family household, like, so we all over the place. We never were allowed to go outside the campus to play. The only time we go outside is to just attend school in a sense, and some people went to school in the Cropon and stuff like that. So um what we did, my some of my age group, what we would do is I will get a pillowcase, right? And we go to uh their agriculture farm, to the mango tree, pear, just name it. We'll go over there and get as much fruit as possible: guava, tangerine, oranges, like whatsoever. And I wasn't the type, like, I'm just going to stay there for the guys to just climb up and get everything that they want and leave us nothing. So I'll climb up the tree too and start tearing things down and throwing it down to my friends, and they will use the pillow to catch it and everything. So one time the security guard who was on duty saw me, and he knows me because my mom was a nurse and she used to give, like, milk powder, Tom Brown, wheat, rice, so many things to a lot of people all around. So they know who I was. So he saw me, my friends, because I was up in the tree coming down. It took a while. So my friends, they took off and they left me behind. Can you can you believe? So what happens, like, I got back to the house. And when I got back to the house, the security guard was there. And my heart started pounding like crazy. I was like, oh gosh, I'm in trouble. So the security guard was telling my mom everything that took place and stuff like that. And my mom called me, and I was so scared. Yvonne, what's up? Lady J, hi. And I was like, oh boy. My mom called me and she asked me if I went to the agriculture farm and climb on any tree at all. And I lied. I told my mom, no, I cannot climb trees. And at the time, I was very skinny. My arms were like so skinny. I was like, Mom, look at this arm. How can I climb on trees? And it flew naturally. So I just went with it. And God's own girl, what's up? And so, so the security guard is looking at me like, are you serious? I just saw you up on the tree. And I was like, that was not me. you know. So the guy left, and my mom just let things go. I did what I need to do, washed my dishes, everything, ate dinner, washed, and went to bed. 2 days later, there was a mango tree right by our backyard. And my mom normally would leave the house around 12:30, the latest. So that day, I saw one of the mango, up on the tree, and it was like so ripe. Like I wanted it. So when my mom left for work, I went in the backyard and climbed on the mango tree. And for the Lord of me, I don't know how in the hell my mom came back from leaving for work. She forgot something and she came back to the house. And when she got back to the house, the mango tree was so up high that she saw me when she entered the gate. So as I stretch out my arm to grab that mango, I heard someone call my whole entire name. When your African parent call out your full name, you know you're in trouble. So I froze in place and I was like, oh my gosh, I am in big trouble because, first of all, I lied to my mom 2 days ago and now she caught me red handed. I told my mom I could not climb trees and yet I'm up there. So she asked me to get myself down there. I couldn't even get the mango. The reason why I climbed up that mango tree, I couldn't even get what I went up there for. It took me a few seconds to get up there, but to come down, it took me forever. My mom is standing there with her arms crossed and she tapping her legs. She was like, "Don't worry, I'm not in a rush to go to work. So whatever time you get down here, we're going to resolve this matter." So I was like, oh my gosh, this is not going to go well. So once I got down, I was like, Mom, I'm sorry. Like, last time when the security guard came here, I was like really scared. That's why I lied. I did not mean to lie. I will never lie to you no more. Please. Like, my mom was like, I haven't even asked you nothing. So now you talking out of your guilt, right? I asked you, did you climb up those trees? And you bluntly lied to me. Is that what I taught you? I was like, no, mom, but I got scared and it was like I mean, my mom was like, okay. So she gave me the opportunity to come up with my restorative work and also punishment. So, do any of you know any child who will punish themselves hard? Of course not. I told my mom, I will wash dishes for the whole week because like my sibling, my older sister and I used to like rotate. And my mom was like, washing dishes is not a big deal because that's something that I already know how to do it. So like, that's not going to fly. So like one of the things that my mom asked me to do, she asked me to write a letter apologizing to the security guard because first of all, I lied um in his presence. Um so I need to go and apologize to him and I have to write it to apologize to him. And once I'm done with that, the security guard is going to tell me what I need to do uh, to atone what I did. And I was like, okay. So I wrote the letter. I went to their place and gave him the letter. And I have to stand there, being obedient, putting my hands behind my back and wait till he was done reading the letter and everything. And then in the bottom, I have to write that, he needs to be able to tell me what else I need to do to make up, for him to accept my apologies. So he was like, okay, the one thing that he's going to ask me to do, like when the student will go to the agriculture farm, right, I will have to come over there once they done working and everything. I'm the one who is going to like get them water to drink, serve their lunch for them, for a week. It was a lot at my age because I was like, what? I was 8, 9 years old. So it was a lot having to walk back and forth and feed almost everyone. It was like crazy. After that, I didn't stop climbing trees. The only thing that prevent me from climbing up trees was when I climbed up one time and I saw a snake. And that was the end of me climbing up that. But man, that was just crazy. So I drop what's man. I'm going with the same. Baba. Mm-hmm. Jane, what's up? All right, so let's talk about entitlement people. People who have a tendency, to act or believe that they always deserve special treatment. Uh, when you are friends with them, or you are dating them, or you are married to them, or they are part of your family, right? They hardly do anything for you. They don't work for nothing, but they always expecting you to take care of them, to give them something, without them having to give back, right? Because they think that they're special. hmm Uh, and a lot of times, when they don't get their way, right? What are some of the characteristics that they display? Because everyone is different. And when you have people develop certain habits, right? They have this other characteristic that they develop. First of all, they have entitlement people have high demands. They don't do things for you. They don't accomplish things, but they always expecting you to meet them some at some level, right? They will expect you they will expect to have better lifestyle. Can you imagine someone does not work for you, right? They don't make their own earn money, but they expecting you to work your hardest. They pick up a phone, they will call you, right? Or because they dating you, or they are married to you, that they are expecting you to provide everything for them. Even days that you yourself is struggling financially, they expecting you to still provide, right? For them, because they want to live their life, to above other people. They compete unnecessary with other people. They compare themselves to other people. They copycat. They pretend to be someone that they're not. I mean, like, most of us know, when you don't work hard for your money, right? And you get money from someone else, how do you use it? You use it like you don't have no sense. I remember a couple months back, I went to my I went to my parents to visit them, and my birthday had passed. Up to this age, I'm 51 years old, and my parents, like, when it's my birthday, I go to their place to visit them. My dad and my mom will give, sometimes they will just give me $100, 200, like, they will just give me the money. And I'll be like, I don't need it. They'll be like, take it, and of course, I'll take it, you know. And when I went there that day, my dad gave me $100. And I was like, Dad, what's this for? He was like, oh, I forgot to give you something on your birthday last month. And I was like, you don't need to, Daddy. He was like, okay, just take it and use it to buy something for the kids, for my grandchildren. I was like, no problem. When I left my parents' house, the first place that I stopped was to go to the supermarket. I went and got me some crabs, some red snappers, like, because I haven't had some for a while. So I went, and before I know it, I have blow up $80. already, because it wasn't my money, it was given to me. So spending it, I was just buying things. I wasn't even looking at the prices. I just went and bought it. And that's what I'm talking about. When someone gives you money with entitled people, they, because they have in their mindset that they deserve something, right? What happens is that you the one providing it. They are not. They did not work for that money. So spending it, they don't care. They just go and spend it anyhow, right? And then once they do not have any more, what happened? They become ungrateful. So like there's a trigger effect, right? A chain reaction. They have you have the entitlement mindset, right? And then once they spend whatever and you no longer is able to give them anymore, what happens next? They become ungrateful, right? And when they become ungrateful, what happens? They start gossiping, telling things about you to people who are closer to you. So it like every time they don't get something, they will go and do something just to like defame you, or have people think that you doing things that are not happening. It's all in their mind, right? They will lie to get their way, because people who are who have entitlement mentality, they tend to drain others, take, receive. They always saying thank you to other people. I mean, some of them don't even bother to say thank you. Sister Monique, what's up? So I'm just talking now. Right now, I'm talking about entitlement people. I started off talking about when I was younger, some of the things that I did, and then I jump into entitlement. So I talk in terms of their high demands. They're not working for you, but they do want to. They expect to have a better lifestyle, right? Spending your money. Uh, uh, and then what happened? They also tend to disregard other people, right? They don't have any regards for others. Keep in mind, you the one working, you the one providing for them, even though you trying your best to get them to establish something. They're not looking to like finding something for themselves, because you always there. They feel like it's your responsibility to take care of them. How many of you, or have any of you experienced it yourself, when you come from a certain family, right? And you have some family members have the audacity to call you whenever necessary, whenever they feel like it's your job to take care of almost every family member, your aunties, your cousin, your auntie, your uncle, this and that. Sister Adwoa, please check your phone. Oh, really? Hold on, I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Eh, is it better? Sister Monique, is it better? Sister Monique, is the volume better? Guys, why didn't y'all tell me the volume is not good? Wait, hold on. I think I might know. Oh gosh. Can y'all hear me now? Your voice. Okay. Okay. My apologies, guys. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Samoni. I think I had my earpod out, but I put it here instead of putting it back in the case. So it was likely possible, like transferring in there. Oh Lord Jesus. So sorry. All right. So, and then, you have a family member calling you, like, your own mom or dad, expecting you to take care of your aunt's, son or like daughter because, they're not doing so well, right? And when you try to support, right, give them something, they don't take it to establish something for themselves. What happens? They keep coming back every month, thinking and feeling that it's your responsibility. Then, before you know it, on a monthly basis, they are expecting you, right, to bring them something, like to send them something on a monthly basis. It becomes part of your routine. Can you imagine that? And this person, there's nothing wrong with that person. They don't have any type of underlying sickness whatsoever. Entitlement people, they always draining other people. They don't want to do nothing for themselves. With their high demands, their disregard to how their demands is affecting other people because they are selfish. They don't care about what you're going through. Sister Moni said, the sense of entitlement from some family members. Oh, thank you so much. From some family members is ridiculous. Sis, I kid you not. Oh, sometimes I ask myself, why do people continue to like think in such manner? Like you own them something. That's the worst part. Oh, you don't own these people nothing. Yet they feel like whatever you have accomplished, you have established, they deserve some of that. They don't worry about how you got there. They don't worry about, like most people living in abroad, right? You have 4 seasons. You have winter, fall, spring, summer, right? Winter time, when you have snow, and the snow days are like it just keep coming. It's snowing, like at times it snows so much your children's schools are closed and you have to go to work. Your work is not closed, so you have to go to work and you don't have babysitter to watch your children. So what ends up happening, you have some parents who may need to call out sick because they don't have anyone to take care of their children because school is closed because of the storm or something. And at times, in the winter, in the summertime, it is so humid. Like you just trying your very best. Springtime, fall time, each season has their own flaws. And I don't even know which season I like no more. Because in the wintertime, it's freaking cold. Spring is not as cold, but it's still cold. You need some type of jacket to keep yourself warm. Wintertime, you wearing layers and layers. Like today when I left for church, um I'm wearing some tight and stockings, tights, and then I had to put on pants. I don't play in the wintertime. I do not wear no dresses in the wintertime. Forget about it. It's not happening. So it's like, when it's too hot, like you walking every second, you sweating, like it's too much. So with all this weather, sometimes you driving. I remember one time in the wintertime, my car literally got stuck. I was trying to, like the road is a little bit zigzag, and it's hilled up a bit. So as some, how like if you driving and you have other drivers in front of you, stop, right? And like, oh gosh, we just going to go about the hill and stopping underneath it, if you don't have good tires, like you do. And at the time, I have Nissan Sentra. It's a small car, it's not a big car. And I have had it for a while. And I should have buy the all season tires. I didn't have all season tires. So because that was my first car, I did not even have knowledge about all season tires. Like it just have four tires. So I'm just driving it whenever. So that's the day that I find out that we do have all season tires. But after that incident, I have to get new tires to replace them because it was just a horrible day for me. So as I was going, one of the drivers got stuck, and when he got stuck, the way that his car was stuck, he was like moving and pushing, and you can smell the tire, burning and stuff like that. So some of us have to go around it. I should have just stayed there and wait till someone he got help for me to go. So I was trying to follow the other drivers and go around as well. I got stuck and I couldn't move. And I was like, oh my God. So I ended up having to call for help as well. And then, so going back to what I'm saying, for entitlement people, they do not know what we go through, right? Going to work in the bad weather and so forth. So it's like they should be appreciative of every little thing that you might be able to provide for them. But because they do not consider other people, how their actions affect other people, they don't care. Sometimes you sleeping in the middle of the night and someone is calling you for something, like money is growing up on the tree, so you just grab and just give it, right, anyhow. But that's impossible. Things does not happen like that. It would be nice, I mean, we all need help every now and then, right? And people will help people. But like sometimes you have some people who you will help and they don't even make any initiative. They don't even um, make take any actions to do something for themselves. The only thing that they expecting, oh, every month I'm going to get this amount of money from my cousin, from my sister, from my aunt, from my uncle, my parents, whatsoever. So I don't need to really like do anything, which is bad. Who does that? Boss lady, how you doing? It's good to see you. Didn't realize you came through. Thank you. So, entitlement people, the fact that they believe that they deserve special treatment, you need to identify them quick, right? And just focus on yourself, because the the worst thing is that when you yourself, who will try to help others, is going through some difficulties, some hard time, what happened? Those people, you do not see them anywhere. They will all disappear, right? What other characteristics, aside from disregard for others, their high demands, what other characteristic um entitlement people develop. Ding 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 ding. They exaggerate their feelings. They will make themselves the victim. Oh my gosh, and make you the person that they're draining from, the bad guy. Like they have never, it's just crazy. Or sometimes, I sit back and I'll be like, okay, why do people do that? You know, you come for someone for help, the person helps you, and you want the person to continue to help you for the rest of your life. You're not even planning to change your ways, right? Because someone is willing to give. You are so willing to take, not just take for, not temporary. You want it permanently. And when you do not get your way, what happened? You become ungrateful. They become ungrateful. And not only that, they will start gossiping about you. Why is that? Eh? How how can we live with people like that? For me, if I find ungrateful person in my circle, that every time I say this, oh, God gave me this mouth not to close it, and we used it to eat, do whatsoever. However, hello, Arabi. However, I need to be able to speak up because me, I can't stress myself. Oh, uh-uh. Because stress is a silent killer. If you get stressed and you don't release it and you do not let go, you don't get the necessary help you need, you would develop other mental illness. And I do not want to develop unnecessary sickness that I don't need. Mommy said what I'm saying. So for me, I am not. I'm going to. I'm just gonna say it. And the like people who feel entitled for not their own things they have earned on for other people's stuff, they the ones who will also go around and mess up their own kind, their own siblings, right? For them to not enjoy what they get, the fruits that they're getting. Do any of you know a family member who is always the one who tend to receive money from abroad, from other family member living in abroad, right? Whenever they send money, that person is always the one person who received that money, right? And then at times he will be the one to distribute the money to other family members. But as time goes on, you find yourself no longer getting any money from any family member living in abroad because that person has ruined you. They had gossiped, they had said something about you. So now the family member living in abroad no longer focus on you. When they send the money, they only send the money to the entitlement person who keeps talking bad about you, making up stories, lying about you, right? Do you guys know anyone who have gone through that, or have you guys have any of you experienced that? It's incredible how some of these people tend to do that. Not only it's not their money, it's not their property, but they're going to make sure, right? Whatever is coming, they will be the only person who will get to receive it and on the other end. And they will enjoy themselves. They in the outside, externally, they seem to be the good guy, right? and the other family members will be seen as the bad guys because of the lies that such person will told about them. I don't even know why that they do that, what they were trying to accomplish. So we have to shine our eyes. So we need to shine our eyes. We cannot allow people to have their way, right? Hmm. So, what are some of the ways that we can deal with people, entitlement people? We need to educate them. Hmm. Some people will not listen, oh, but if you don't want to listen, they will still be educated. And then we also need to avoid them. How do you avoid them? Stop engaging with them. Entitled people. Don't add on. Don't enable them. Disconnect from their behavior because we each develop a characteristic. Do not add on, right? We need to set boundaries. Call out entitlement people or behavior when it becomes too much. Some of us, I don't want to say anything because they will they will talk bad about me. Who cares? In life, no. Sometimes you will do so good, be kind, be generous, do so much, and you still going to have some people talk about you. So what is one more? Or 10 more or 100? I mean, like when you look at the world, how many people? Millions or billions or trillions of people. So it's not the end of the world. Mama One, how you doing? Sister said she more cover. It's not the end of the world. Let people talk about you because when people do talk about you, you are so important to them, they cannot even focus on their own life. They are more inclined to focus on yours because they cannot measure up to you. So let them talk. However, when it does come back to you, you need to address it because some people, when they talk about you and you don't say nothing now, they think you're afraid of them. They think you're scared of them. They think you're not wise. They think you are weak, so they can say whatever and get away with it. No, 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 no. Address it. Address it immediately. Setting boundaries is a major issue for many people because some people they will set a boundary for themselves and they cannot even follow through their own boundaries. Why is that? Why is that? Because they don't have that capacity. They don't have that ability. They just saying it to make face. They cannot follow through. It's like, you have some parents who lie. Do they lie intentionally or that's a habit that they have developed? It's a habit that some parents develop because you have some children or some people when you tell them, okay, we're going to go out at 2 o'clock p.m. and you yourself know that at 2 you're not ready to go out, you best let them know that we will not be able to go at 2 because you're doing X, Y, and Z. Some parents will be like, I don't need to explain to my child why we can't go out this time. Yes, you do. In many cases, of course. Just imagine as an adult, right? And you go, you go to look for a job, you go for an interview and they interview you, you know from your heart you did very well, because every question that they ask you, you gave your best ability answer, and you thought that, that really went well, and you feel very positive that you are going to get that job, right? And then you get a phone call from that job place, and they tell you that, they apologize, they will not be able to hire you. And some of them, they will give you a reason. Sometimes you are overqualified, other times, we have other candidate who have more experience than you do. Some jobs will tell you the truth, others, they will just give you a general reason as to why that they will not be going forward with you, right? Others will send you a letter and, break down things. Others, forget about it after the phone call. They don't care. So imagine that you have a child, who have some type of disability, and you just going to give them a general response, right? And expect them to accept it. No, sometimes some parents set their own children up by, not providing the necessary information that they need. Like I have my kids, my kids are so, I don't know how I have the most like awesomest, like disciplined children. I don't know, because my mom said I was the most difficult. I remember my grandmother's sister, which is my grand aunt. She used to tell me, because when I was a baby, apparently she came to take care of me for some months, and she was like, you know, Ghanaians, we carry our children in the back, with a cloth and stuff like that. So she said that she would carry me, and I'll fall asleep. The minute she takes me out and put me down, I will raise my hands and legs and start crying like someone is doing something to me. So they will carry me all the time in the back. If I'm not with her, I'm with my mom or somebody else. So I'm always seeking, the warmth from someone. I got used to, like, laying on someone's arm or being carried around. So she used to tell me, she used to, Angel Rose, what's up, Sister Vida, how are you? She used to tell me, Adwoa, when you have children, I'm going to come and take care of your children, and I'm going to be pinching your children, even if your children are obedient. I'm going to be pinching them just to have them cry, just to have them cry, for you not to be able to just, have peace. And I'm like, what do you mean pinching? That's abuse. You can't be pinching the kids. But I know, like, she was just messing with me, and she would be like, even if I'm in my grave, I was still come. I was like, Nana, so you're going to come across the ocean to abroad to do all this? And she'll be like, yeah. But when when I have my kids did not bother me at all. Like, they will eat, they will sleep. Every now and then they have their days, but once you feed them and stuff, it it will be no more. But, like, when I tell them that we're going to go out in the community, and I have a lot happening that weekend, I will let them know, listen, guys, I am sorry. I apologize. I know we plan to go out this weekend, but mom has so much that's happening right now. I won't be able to do that. Do you guys, are you guys okay if we reschedule it for next week or next 2 weeks? And my kids will be like, okay, mom. Like, I'm not just gonna say we're not going to go out this weekend because I'm the mom. What I say go. That is not intelligent. You cannot say things like that. You need to be able to give people and your children, some explanation as to why something is not happening. And also, when they do something, don't raise your children to feel entitled. They need to be able to understand life outside the home. Sister Anita, hi. Stop by this. So there are so much that we can do for ourselves and also our children. We cannot expect people to read our mind, right? So when you set boundaries, you need to be able to call out any type of entitlement behavior when it becomes too much, right? Um, Teach our children coping skills, even ourselves, because sometimes some of us, we are lacking of a lot of coping skills. Some parents do not have love for themselves. If you do not love yourself, how can you transfer that or teach that into your child? You cannot teach something you do not know. You can produce what you don't have, right? So self love is something that you have to develop. And for our children, we need to teach them, right? And as they get older, they will have more understanding. Like, they should be able to read so you can direct them where to go. I said yesterday during Suffer Samuel Koso in my program, like, my kids, like, on a weekly basis, they have to learn one thing about self confidence. They need to be able to develop themselves, right? Because I don't want my kids being bullied. I don't want my kids being manipulated. I do not want my kids to give their power away to people, because social media is developing. My kids will find themselves on social media some point in their life, right? Because sometimes they have to do research and stuff like that. They will come across something. I'd rather my kids, they find something out and they don't just make decision or apply things, that they will come to me or their father or call any of their aunties or uncles or their grandparents and question them, ask about things that they're not so clear about. So we need to be able to raise our children for them to feel comfortable about themselves, their whole existence, and not rely on material things, right? And money, like they can develop themselves, go to school and also establish themselves. My daughter, I have one daughter, two sons. So my daughter, I want my daughter to be, excuse me, as independent as I am, because my parents raised myself, my older sister, my younger sister, my brother, he's independent, but they raised all the daughters to be independent ourselves. Yes, it's very important. And my daughter is going to be independent. She's going, and I always talk to her. I was like, when you get to the age that you want to start dating, I want you to be able to take care of yourself. Whereas someone is not beating on you or, insisting you do X, Y, and Z because you relying on that person financially. You need to, and being able to provide for yourself does not mean you need to look down on others. I'm not teaching I'm teaching my child, to respect herself, to respect other people, and not look down on anyone, because tomorrow never dies. Most of us know that, right? Willie, what's up? So we always need to like build ourselves up, right? But when you set boundaries, you need to make sure that you really dealing with the situation that arises. Don't sugarcoat, because some people be like, oh, you have some parents, oh, my child is not used to, being told directly, like, no, this is how they get spoiled. They become entitled. They become ungrateful when someone is helping them or someone is supporting them, and then they start, gossiping about unnecessary things instead of focusing on the most important um things. So um they all you also have to be assertive, right? Express your needs and expectation in a clear and respectful manner. Some people, they don't even know what they want, let alone what they need. So how do they do that? They cannot, which is messed up. We can speak for other people, we can speak for ourselves, right? So we need to do better with that. And we don't own entitlement people, because most times, in most cases, entitlement people think that we own them something. No, we don't. Mm-mm, we don't. But some of us, we put ourselves in that manner, right? How do we put a stop to people, entitlement people? I think I already gave what needs to be done. First, set clear boundaries, right? You avoid them, you disconnect with those people, educate them. So that's what we have learned from it. Now, let me see, what else can what do I need to move on? Sometimes we create our own monsters. People just take as it is, they don't care about what is happening. Oh, I almost forgot about this. And then I'll do promo and then I'll be out of here. But I need to take a nap after I finish, rest for a little bit, and then I have a meeting at 6 o'clock. So it's what time it is now? Okay, it's almost 4 o'clock. So I should be done. Unworthy partners. I mean, when we talk about unworthy partners, what am I saying? There are some instances, right? You have some men and some women, because of their kindness, good heart, generosity, when they meet someone that they really like or feel attractive to, they want to, get to know better, start dating, or even likely possible settle down with, and the person is struggling. Some people will be more inclined to like try to help the person. Some people may tell the person, like, if you did not go to school, I will have you go to school, I'll pay for your tuition, I will help you become something that you have dreamed of. I'm going to make it a reality. And then once you finish, I'm going to put my life on pause, and I'm going to help you. Once you're done, then we can establish ourselves together, settle down, have children, and create our own children. Here is the thing. When some people are going through stuff and they don't have any means to get themselves where they need to be, and another person offer to help them and knows that the person is interested in them romantically, sexually, or whatsoever, they're going to have a good reason to tell the person, being that I want to go to school, I do not want to start a family right now. However, once I finish school and I get me a good job, that should be the good time, or the best time for us to start family. So the person will be like, you know what? You make perfect sense, because now if we start having family, we might struggle financially. So I don't mind waiting. So you have a guy who will take care of a woman to go to school, become a nurse, or whatsoever, whatever professional they chooses. Vice versa, you have a lady, a girl who will help a man, a woman who will help a man go to school, become a nurse or whomsoever. And then once they are done and they start their job and the checks start coming in and they looking at the checks that they getting, and the person you who put them to school is still a taxi driver, it becomes a problem, because the differences is very great, right? Sister Monica, what's up? Yeah, yeah. Hello. The difference is very great. So what happens? In most, Brother Solomon, what's up? Uh Eliza, hi. So what happens? You're going to have the one who had been elevated, right? Will tell the one who is still a taxi driver, or who is still a janitor, or whatsoever, that at this time their level is so high, you and her, you and him can now be together because you on a different level, right? And then what happens? Most times you're gonna have the other person, regretting putting you to school, cursing you, or like, feeling being used, right? Kwasiabuo, nipa dudu onaye. And this tends to happen a lot. Why is that? Brother Kwame, I'm sorry, I put me to say, hey, Brother Kwame, how you day? Long time no see. AKA Junior boy. I see. It's been a while. and that yeah, then and here I'm die. Where did I sleep last night? I need to sleep there again. Eh? To see you pop up. And then what happens? They tell you, say, your level and their level is no more. Like you guys cannot be together because they up here and you down here, right? That's why it's always important, before you choose to help your woman or your man, make sure that you are on solid ground. You have established yourself. Eh? Some of you is just you dating. You not even married. You haven't even married this person, and you spending so much, wasting so. Oh my goodness gracious! Invest in yourself. Oh, we need to invest in ourselves, because in most cases, what happens when you're going through hard times, difficult times, struggling financially. Sometimes it could be like, you're going through a lot of emotional turmoil, right? Psychological issues, depression, bipolar, anxiety disorder, and so many other things. And then at times, the one person that you closer to, once they see that you have some type of mental illness, they don't want to be part of your life no more, because their mentality, or their illiteracy will, for them, they will assume that it's over. They don't want someone like to build a life with, so they will leave you while you are down, right? So it's always best to either lean over and lift someone up, instead of being down there and you pushing the person up, and knowing full well, once they are able to establish themselves, what happens? They're just gonna leave. It's never fair, right? But some of us allow these instances to happen. We allow it because some of us are running foolish races. What is foolish races? Mirikafun. They say, Weshia will be. Nani pakrono. Wompewo. Wunim se nipa koro ne mpɛw. Ba wo wanya wate crash bi ama saa nipa no. Enti se wɔmpɛw no, w'adwene ne sɛ woboa nipa no na sɛ wonya baabi si a, ɔbɛkae deɛ wayɛ ama no. Enti no, ɔma wo nsa nsi fam. When you meet someone, you know the person do not love you. They don't have any type of feelings for you. But in your mind, you feel like by helping the person establish, in due time, they will develop some type of feelings for you. There are some people now, when they turn off their feelings now, it don't matter what you do for them all. It will not come back. Mr. Doreen, Dr. Doreen, hi. They will not. They will not help you at all. So the best possible way, invest in yourself, prioritize yourself first. Some of us, we can't help it. We have a genuine, kind heart. There's nothing we can do about it. That's part of our personality, right? But do not allow yourself for other people to take advantage of you and manipulate you. When you love yourself, right, you naturally will transfer that love onto others, right? And sometimes you have people not liking you because it don't matter what they do, you still going to have that energy, the positive energy. So wherever you go, people will like you for you, right? And they'll be like, be envious of your personality. It's just you. It's just how you are, right? But some people don't understand it. I say it's good for every single person to be selfish when it comes to their self-development. I am very selfish when it comes to developing myself because you know what? I am not hurting anybody. So I can be selfish for myself. Development. Self-love, self-care, self-assurance, self-evaluation, self-discipline, self-everything basically. I can't be selfish with that because I'm not hurting nobody, right? You become selfless if you're dealing with other people outside of you, right? I can pamper myself. You can pamper yourself. Nobody's gonna complain. Those who complain, they don't have anything better to do because again, they value your life. You are more important to them than themselves, right? Because when you love yourself and someone chooses not to love you, it don't matter. That person can take a hike. They can walk. They can leave. That's their business. Why must we worry about what other people think of us? What other people like or don't like. If you have an attraction towards someone, get to know the person. Don't just jump, right? Or leap into that relationship or into that marriage because that person is saying all the things that you want to hear it. Some people they make that mistake, because we do have some men and some women. They have the charms. They can talk you. Oh my goodness gracious! The minute some people, their voice alone, hey, can blind you. The minute they open their mouth and start talking, you lose your sense. You're like, wow, oh my, oh my, oh my. And some people would take advantage of your vulnerability. Hey, it's a lot, but we need to do what we need to do. Some couples make, some people make simple things very difficult or complicated, right? In life. Why is that? Because in most cases, right? Oh, when it comes to couples, a lot of them lack of communication. Why? They choose not to learn effective communication. Some of them would say uh, they are not used to it. They don't like talking. They don't know how to talk to people, so they will just keep quiet. Mm-mm. Learn how to talk to people, to solve problem, or to connect, right? To get to know each other. Because things that we don't understand, we need to be able to have, talk about it. Sama, how are you? Sophia, hi. Some also lack of accountability. As a woman, you know what your husband is doing or your man is doing is not acceptable. But because you depend on him, you enable the foolishness and they continue to do it and they don't get better. They get worse and they expecting you to deal with it. Take it or leave it, right? No, we don't. They lack of boundaries, structure, routine. Mm. Some of them lack of compromise, lack of support. Eh? There's so much lack of respect. If you want respect, right? Respect is earned, it's not given. Hmm. When people rush into relationships or marriages, what happens? It will not last. Simply what? Because the two of you do not know each other that well. Sometimes you may date someone for over 2 years and you still, even 5. Some people have dated for 10 years and they still don't know their partner that well because some of them are that good. They're able to hide a lot of things. When you start living with someone, you will discover some things now. You'll be like, oh my gosh, how did I got myself into this? Why didn't I see this? Because dating, you live separate, right? You don't live together. Some couples do live together when they start dating, right? But a lot of times, when people are dating, it's easier to be able to hide things because you're not obligated to share a lot of things, right? Some will sleep in separate rooms because they're not ready to go to second base and all that. So, but when you marry someone and you start living together, right, you might find, you have some people, some couples, some partners, when they take off their clothes, they don't put it in the hamper, they will leave it on the floor. They take off their shoes, they just throw it anywhere, and you have to clean after them like they're living at their mama's house, right? Um, you find a whole lot of things. So sometimes it's very hard to live, to adjust to certain behavior, certain environment, an environment that your significant other has developed. It is difficult, right? Change is good, but it does not happen overnight. The two of you needs to work towards it. So, like, this is important to share your likes and dislikes, set a clear boundaries, and making sure that the two of you are consistent and following through with that. Because if the two of you are not consistent, someone is always going to like feel entitled somewhere, or it has to be in the middle. It needs to balance, right? It can't be one always outweighing the others, because when you become partners, it says partners. It doesn't say it's a one needs to, even if the man is the head of the house, you are still equal. You are still a partner with your wife, right? But leave it to Ghanaian men, African men. They see head of the house as they are God. So whatever they say goes, especially the narcissist one. Ah, trust me, narcissist partners, they will never change. So don't ever think that you can change them. No way. They don't have time for that. And if you leave them not, they don't care. They do not care, because they know they are victims. They know what type of women that they want to. Narcissist people always marry people, like partners who either do not have a lot of money, poor people. So they can do things for you and tell you what you can and cannot do. It's just sad. A lot of people don't realize that. They know exactly who they want to be married to. A narcissist person could be dating you, but because you are independent, you very opinionated. Um, how do you Oh my God, the word is not coming. The word is not coming, but it will come very soon. Oh no. Oh my gosh, it's not coming. I'll come back to it. You stand up for yourself. You speak for yourself. You don't just sit there and have them tell you what you can and cannot do. So they don't want that. They don't want you to challenge them. They want you to be submissive. So they will break up with you. Narcissist people, they want to be in control all the time. Oh, extrovert. That was the word I was looking for. Because introvert people, they don't say much. They keep things in. But for you, you stand up for yourself, you speak for yourself, not in a disrespectful way, because we do have some people. Veronica, how are you? Maureen, hi. When you speak for yourself, some people, we do have some men, they love dating and being married to educative, intelligent, smart women, independent women, because those are the type of women they're looking for. And you do have some men now. Mm-mm. They don't want such women because they cannot control them, because they want people that they want to control, right? So if they dating people like that, some people would date people that they really are not looking to settle down with, because they want a doormat person. So you having your own voice, uh, they just with you for fun to go to parties. I had a friend who one time we were talking and he was like, he said that there are some men who will date you not because they want to settle down with you, because you are someone that they just want to have sex with or to party with, or you know to just show around to their friends as a trophy partner. But when it comes down to settling down, they already have the type of woman that they want to settle down with. And I was like, really interesting. I didn't think about that, but it does make sense. But sometimes you may have some men, they would date certain person for 5, 10, 15 years whatsoever, have children with them, and before you know it, they go and marry someone else. And you be like, what the heck happened? I thought we were going to be like together forever. Is there forever? Oh, God knows. It depends because stop Pamela. What's up? It depends. It's Victoria. It depends because sometimes when you are with someone, stop Teresa. What's up? Sometimes you with someone and how the person act, behave, and stuff. We also have Brown Rapper, but thank you. I appreciate it. One love. Sometimes you with someone and how the person conduct themselves. For me, I look at people based on their actions, not the words that they say, because I mean anyone can say I love you. I mean, it's easier said, right? Because you can say all this stuff and not follow through with it. But if someone is showing you how much they care for you, I think people should pay attention to that. But a lot of people are just looking for the words instead of the actions. Some people don't even pay attention to their partner because they really don't care. Um, Vicky, what's up? I don't know why, but me personally, I look for actions because, like, for me, when I do things for my loved ones, I do it through action. Yeah, I don't do it through words. After action, then I go into words. I go into words, sometimes you hardly have some people call you or like to check on you and stuff like that. So if you don't hardly check on me and stuff, and then you call me out of the blue and be like, hey, Adwoa, I love you, right? I know you coming for something. You did not call me because you calling to check on me. Please give me a break. You calling me because you need something, right? Because if you care for me, you call me at least once every month to check on me. So I cannot be fooled easily. Girlfriend want, hey, this type of name with you. What's I see that's very interesting. Yeah. So, I mean, just pay attention to people around you in your circles, people you allow in your circles, because there are some people in your circles that you should not even have them there. You need to distance yourself from certain people because there are some people when they are in your life, they're toxic. They do not help you anyway. So you need to be able to like really take care of yourself. Your personal needs. Focus on your needs. Your desires, which is your want. You can table that and come back to it at any point in your life. But focus on the needs. The needs are the most important. Some people, I mean, they will tell you, I prefer focusing on my desire, but it's up to them. Everyone do what makes them happy, right? Whatever makes you happy, go for it. Hmm. Oh, forgot. Oh Lord, I can't believe I forgot to do this. Why did I? Okay. Okay. So when we talk about needs and wants, right? Or needs versus wants. We need basic clothing, right? Because I'm over here doing life. I cannot be coming over here not wearing anything, right? Because that would be indecent exposure, right? Uh it's it shouldn't be, right? So knowing that you want clothes versus wanting a car, right? Sometimes people don't put two and two together because they do things their way. It's like my way or your way. Some people may need health care, medical, right? But then that's the need, right? They might need treatment because they having some type of medical crisis, um either going through some type of emotions. It could be the loss of a loved one, um feeling traumatized, going through like stress. You are stressed, um you having anxiety attacks and all of that, right? So you need some type of medical treatment. And they'll be like, no, forget about it. I'm not focusing on my needs. I'm not taking care of myself, but I want to get the latest technology. Like when iPhone, I remember like in the past when iPhone first came out, I remember every time they have the new one, the upgraded one, I'm like, I'm ready, like I'm prepared. I'm just like listening, looking into the date that it will come, and the minute it's announced, I'm right there at the phone carrier. I go to T-Mobile, whichever one is closer to me. Sometimes I drive some miles away just to go get me a new iPhone, right? Even though the one I had before, there's nothing wrong with it. But I was moving with the crowd. I wasn't thinking about the money I'm paying for it. In America, like, you can get the phone and do pay installment. You don't have to give the physical cash, all of it, right? But the pay installment at the end of the day, you paying over $1,500 just to get a new phone, right? And to move with the crowd. And then as time, like, I kept doing that. But then, when I got iPhone 8, I said to myself, no more. Because there's nothing wrong with my phone. Why am I always rushing to get a new phone when I don't have the need to do so? It was part of the desire, like just going along. So after the iPhone 8, I made a decision. I was, I'm no longer getting any when it comes out whatsoever. But then I realized that when they produce new um ones now, and they see that you still using the old one, some stuff will start happening. Because what started happening with my iPhone 8, like someone will call me, I'll pick up, hello, I'm speaking, and the person says that they can't hear me, but I can hear them. And I was like, what is going on? And then, I'll buy a new phone. So finally, my iPhone 8, I was having too much problem with it. It didn't drop in water, nothing, because I take care of my phone. But people could not hear me. Sometimes some people will say they call me and it doesn't come through. And I was like, what's up with this? So I went and got the iPhone 12 because around the time the 12 is the one that was, so I got the 12 Pro and I gave my old phone to someone else. It was working fine. And I was like, what the heck is this? So it's like some people know how to, some consumers, they know how to like really, make their money. They know how, is this a Jay? I'm saying they know how to make their money. Eh? So what I did, like I said, like, I don't need to be chasing, some things. I'm good with that because if I don't need it, I don't need it. Eating out versus cooking in the house, right? Because some people can cook, but they don't want to cook. They ordering food out. Even now, you go to YouTube and other social media platform. You have some people who are chef. Some people who give some um like some lessons, how to make certain food and stuff like that. Oh my gosh. Learn how to cook. It's good to know how to cook, especially if you live by yourself. Um, if you live by yourself and you don't know how to cook, oh my gosh, you're in big trouble. And then you have some people, instead of like focusing on food, eating healthier, their main focus is what? Jewelry, luxury, living a luxury life, clothing and stuff like that. Entertainment, going into entertainment instead of, saving for their transportation and so many things. So I mean, when it comes to travel, that's something that most people desire. Like, of course, take some vacation off, take some time off from work and travel if you need to do so. Don't just like always working, 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 working. Take time for yourself, please. It will help. We need that too. Sometimes I feel like some people don't realize the most important thing. We need to take care of ourselves because if we don't, it will not help. Sometimes you have some people, they tell you how they regret, in their youth they have a lot of opportunities, but they were not able to do so because of spending so much time, focusing on their desires, right? You have to like kind of like balance it out, but your needs need to be more than the desire your want. It will help you for sure. Okay, let me see. Oh my gosh, I need my glasses. I don't even realize where I left my glasses. Ugh. Sometimes I look fine, other times forget about it. Other times it doesn't. This is one of my phone. This one is iPhone. Is it the 8 or 7? Because it stopped working. Why? No. Okay. Okay. No, I don't want that. Mm, that's not. I don't know why this is not coming through. Sorry, guys. I just had someone text me, but it's not. It's not going through. So I don't know why. Hmm. It- there's so much. Why can Why can I do this? Sorry, guys. Someone just text me something to call, but it's not going through. Mm, mm. All right. So as we wait, let me do promo. So, like, y'all see my background, right? With all the books. Yeah. With all the books. Let me just put this down so y'all could see all the books. For just for a second. You guys bear with me. Uh you have um where is it? All right. So we have Sister Ya for the Atubra, right? Who is an author. Sister Ya for the Atubra, she has Facebook name is Antilla's Book Corner, and then her YouTube is Antilla's Book Channel. Um, she does live program on Facebook every other Saturday, 11 a.m. MST time, 1 p.m. EST time, with co-host another author, Obapa Ya Boatin Russell. Um, Antilla also have Antilla's own it academic coaching and book publishing service. I would recommend you to her if you want to write your own, tell your story. If you want her to ghost write for you, she will do that. If you need her coaching you, she will do that. I had her coaching me for my first book. If you look on the screen, I guess if you're watching, it will be to your right. Yeah, the yellow one. That's my first book, which is Unveiling My Life, a guideline to breaking free and reclaiming my life. Is about trauma. Um, and So you can reach out to Sister. She has written 6 books. Her first book is Reflection for a Thirsty Soul, which is an inspirational book. The second book is my personal favorite, but I love all her books, is The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. Her third book is a devotional book, is Reflection for My Weary Soul. The fourth book is a number one bestseller at Amazon, is Own It, a guideline to uh, taking accountability and responsibility of my own journey. Her fifth book is My Unapologetic Self. And the sixth book is A Call for Prayer. You can get any of her books at Amazon when you type in Ya for the Atobra. On TikTok, she's known as Mama Ya, or Yeah Further, so you can check her out over there. She does live program every other Saturday. The Saturdays that she does not do any live program on Facebook, she does programs, on TikTok with myself and Sister Ya Boatma Boatin. Sister Ya Boatma Boatin, she has been caught up with a lot of things, including, the loss of her mom, but, doing everything. She hasn't been able to join us yet, but she's part of the group. The group is Authors Hub, Y2A. because we have the two Yahs. So we have Yah for the Atobra, Yah, Boatma, Boatin Russell, and the A is, of course, Moi, Adwoa Odo Mensa. We come live on at 10 a.m. MST time, 12 p.m. EST time. Yesterday, we did a program about mental laziness, and it was incredible. We have Sister Monique, we have Arabi, we have brother Tony. We have Sister Mabel. We have some people who join us with, a lot of knowledge, bringing different aspects of discussion. And it was really constructive discussion. I love it when you have people join you and, you able to expand the discussion and everything. So it went pretty well. So when you guys come on, you go to Amazon, you get any of these books. You can also give us a healthy review. Sister Ya Boatin, her book is Echoes of Ya BBR Chronicles. That's her first book. I mean, she's working on her second. I'm working on my second. My second is not going to be a nonfiction. It's going to be fiction, and it's basically romance. So you guys stay tuned. So tune in every other Saturday, to be part of the discussion. And when you come through, you can ask questions. If you get the books and you read it and you have any questions, you are more than welcome, to ask questions, or you have something that you need us to discuss, of course, you can bring forth. Authors Hub Y2A, is three authors, we collaborating. If the topic is generated or derived from my book, I will host the live program on my page. If it's from Sister Ya for that to she will host it on her page. If it's from Sister Ya Boatma Boatin, she will host it on her page and we will discuss it. And everyone is welcome to be part of that. If it's a general topic, normally Sister Ya for that to will host it and she will ask the most questions, and she also partake the discussion and add her 2 cents to it. The goal is to empower ourselves and empower other women. Men, you guys are welcome. Your contributions are welcome because, hey, we are all equally important. Mhm. So that's for Sister Ya. And then I have Sister Aisha Ankra. She doesn't do program, but she does sell Juice Plus natural supplement. You can, reach out to her and on Facebook or TikTok, Aisha Ankra. Um, Anywhere you at in the whole world, you can call her and purchase some of that. The omega, I will recommend for the omega for anyone to get it. It has 5 different omega in it: omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. um and she also sell kitchenware and play sets. If the shipment amount costs more than what you purchase them for, she will redirect you to go get them elsewhere. She also sells Avon product, but for the Avon product, you need to be residing in UK for you to be able to get that. We have our sister Belinda Ejari. She has an African store in the Bronx, New York. So if you travel to New York or you live in New York, you can stop by her store. It's in a good neighborhood in the Bronx. uh, B&B African Caribbean Market, located at 1163 Boston Road, Bronx, New York 10456, to get the best African food to support our sister Belinda Ejari. We have Sister Sage Williams. Sister Sage Williams, she sells some authentic merchandises or boutique clothing. The t-shirts, some of you have seen me wear like some unique t-shirts with nice patterns design in the front. Very authentic. She sells dresses. The dresses, 85% of the dresses is one size fits all. It don't matter if you tall, short, um, skinny, heavy, you can still get yourself into it. But the 15%, is clothing that you need to have a 32 size waist in order for you to get yourself in there and zip it up. She sells jewelry, beads, scarf, handbags, and other accessories. So you go to sageshare.com and you get whichever merchandise you're looking for. Creams with shea butter. She also sells some of them. When you go in there, you see a pattern of shirt that you want, but you don't see the color. Don't leave. Just order whatever you need to order. There's a comment box over there. You're going to let her know the color of shirt that you want. If you are someone like, you family oriented and um you going to picnic or like some events you want to dress the same way, you can order the same type of t-shirt, either the same color or different patterns with um the same color or the same color with different patterns. Whichever way, either or, it will work. And to support our sister Sage Williams. Your email is a must. Your phone number is optional. Her customer service is fantastical. She's known on Facebook is Sage Williams, and on TikTok is Lady Coco or T-shirt by Sage. So you can reach out to her, send her a message, or go to sageshare.com to check out her website. So if there's something that you would like to have, you can order it directly from there. You have Sister Awo Require, lunchtime talk. Check her page out. She does a lot of programs regarding life issues. She's also a coach. Sister Sika Educate also does programs regarding life issues. And then we have our sister Arabi. Arabi, she does some advertisement video. If you want to start a business or um, you're doing something that you want to promote, she should be able to help you with that. You can reach out to her, Arabi Lulu's Niche on TikTok, and then Nana Araba uh in oh, Nana, your dad is here. Oh, you got the notification? Okay, I see. Okay. And Nana Araba used to work with oh, it came out. I'm sorry. She used to work with Challenge Enterprises of Ghana as a digital marketing officer, but she still helped to sell the Christian books. Their website is www.challengebookshop.com. So you guys can go and check it out over there. Let me see what else. Yeah. You also have some of our sisters, Sister Adum, Dr. Drew. You have a lot of people who also does program on TikTok, so y'all could check them out. Sabi, what's up? How you doing? So I believe that's if I have forgotten. Oh, we have Baby Love TV on Facebook, Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. US Eastern time, or I believe 5:30 US Eastern time. She does come live, and Boss Lady will be hosting most of the time, and we all gather there. Myself, Sister Santua Glass, Mama Tess, so many of us, Jayao, Openyoche, Mrs. Kate Manson, like we have a lot of panelists who will come through, and then they will bring a topic and we will discuss. So you guys check it out. Follow the page, like the page, and support. Oh, hold on. Where is this thing? Where did it go? Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, there we go. Akwaba. Sorry about that. I bet some me do any so now, so we in a year. I can't that's so truck on it as you see anymore. For the move, no. Second floor. They
fire extinguisher and seat for
and me see the whole morning almost blocky parking no one like and yes be a crowd almost be a gate no but almost car ne to number one no more almost jina no so might be a main a driveway a gate no. Yeah, but me cast a truck no truck no man fa almost see a coin block the other people. Okay, but they took like almost 4 spots. You couldn't park. Until a brand or TRC one will keep 2 cars, you know. Pick up in there. Or but he was here all day. So no bomb no my union man. And I say, hey, as some almost to na 2 ampa. Hey, I some more. Oh wow.
The carpet ness for one year free one man, isn't
it?
Carpet black net that for me.
I don't say only my bam son on per se minimum. Oh, it's no longer there. Maybe I'm in that toy into say why you have your face like that? Now but the only you so and maybe I want to know better than
Christmas tree.
One more baby. Yeah. What do you mean? Na say Nadia. Okay. Me ni nyina ni ho.
But since say
back. Okay.
I now first thing I know you that from. Yeah, I'm saying before na pay yi ade to for man.
Yeah, some more. Hey, Evangelist Bankusi, I'm to say. Evangelist Bankusi, good afternoon. My
Africa market one.
Yeah.
Now I say to
Labi we say no me or die. No.
Oh, any ban ram.
Yeah.
Wait.
Ni me no.
Wait.
The 2 of them.
I no pay me say pass fufuro bi and na your there.
Yeah. So
and by no there so ahu.
And no there me.
Easy pass near here to be go anu hu.
Ada menya ya na.
My bro, easy pass no fufuro de be ball car ni mu a me.
Oh, nice.
Be a wunya ya me dey me.
Ani me hu.
You so now say you be so that 15 years.
Wait, what's the person me stand for 15 years? What are you talking about? Guys, tell me, like, listen, I want to stay in shape, right? And I want to keep looking good. Is it wrong? My husband is saying, he's saying, I'm the one who says that I want to look like a 15-year-old. Where are you getting that from? A 15-year-old would not be married. I'm trying to get back to my old ways. Not all the way, of course. At least I want to weigh maybe 140 pounds, right? No, actually 130. Nana Kwesi. That was the last one. Anyway, when he me bedroom fear me sorry bye see mommy. I guess you can make the remaining one for me.
There's more. There's some in the freezer.
Excuse me. Okay, that's good. Oh, so let me see. And he found out this year. Any man who okay.
It's a freezer.
No, no man I mean no. What's all this see one?
Computer.
And yeah, some I feel now me buy me call living room honor. No, but listen, the last time Oma connected to me plate number no nti say me fa any easy pass you be na plate na It's supposed to be automatically, no. But then say if you want more and I don't know. Into me, I'm the bad here and come this year.
No, not buy, no, not the man.
Mate, I'm not bringing it. You shouldn't you be saying thank you? What do you mean maybe later? I brought it for you, so you should say thank you, honey. Adwoa baby, eh? Na me smith mu ya me baby. Oh Lord Jesus. Abdul, what's up? Talent faces. What? Hi, how are you? All right. So, where was I? Yeah, the promo. No, if I did not mention your name, please forgive me. Sometimes, when you're doing things and there's so much happening that you may not be able to like mention everybody's name. Evangelist Ben Kusi, oh, thank you on God, Africa. Where have you been? You should have been here earlier to be part of this conversation. As I say all the time, yes, Sundays when I come on, I speak English. Saturdays, I speak Chi with Sofu Samuel Koso. But, if Chi is your dominant language, you can still come up and we can still talk. Discuss, right? I do talk a lot, but I enjoy talking to different people coming from different. Okay, what are you doing? What's that? Mechanically, no. Oh, I'm coming, guys. Give me a second. Because only crying. Mommy, so I am crying only be this time around. That's last time so the infant talking be not so any. Okay. Just another couldn't be the hunting now. No. But some Benku.
No, not Benku.
Oh. Well, Benku hunting. No
problem. I told me front kind of.
Me, there he be jollof maybe.
Jollof or how make koto.
Because a bini wow, let me see. How many you got?
For myself,
what do you mean for yourself? Hey, in 2
for 4 days, 2 a day.
For 4 days, 2 a day. And 2 talk. Hey, who you bo? 2 a day. Me Jesus say we do 1.5. Yeah. I feel no fool by say, training no.
Right, there's more mozzarella, okay?
Oh my gosh. Kay said 2 a day. He can't even eat 2 now.
Oh, capsules. Yeah, I know how many a day. Yeah, 2.
Yes.
So 2
but capsules and food are 2 different things. Am I right or right? That's me, yeah, me the has you can listen in.
Maybe I'm not my near
So I will tell you what it is. Charlie, on God. Next time, please come early. I need you here. Me here. Wisdom nibi. Evangelist Ben could see one so sad. Sister Monique, Munina, Moba, Mombra, ni ending como. Yeah. Mama men kwame metna so na men kasa. Na. I'm lonely. And now it is what they also won't macro na moon commenting, send your bay I may implemented that into it. So, but thank you for the gift. I appreciate that. Evangelist Ben Kusi, chop kisses. I've want to say. Yami adum ni share me hu ye pa. Abusia. Anyo. Ne hu ye pa. Yeah. Wakunta evangelist Ben kusi chiao. Mami hu ye o to say mami and now friend me say enkola no me de enkola no be kwa sorry and nana. She's kicking. Or checking on me. Now sounds on Koran who ye dear. Oh, about the other room. Yeah, who I say, and then me buy me back. A bushia fornum ni and Yanumbia. Why almost feeling entitled, not to say, or no, I want one yenuedi. Or be ya not as or no, or who say, a nipa chrono. I said yes, or no, yes, there be our show. Enti no one day the only man to have a phone, no of rebusa. Na me saka to say our for an couples or in general to say obi or honoma or baby or have bema de nico school and I said baby be or ho Bible I don't know co school no we are our cartons on yan level. No Janice ya.
I don't wonder, very bad because so will be no better than a mobina. Maybe a bedroom, maybe no, who have a better say when you was at the end there. And another if he said, I be before, and I'm if he said, yes, sad enough, you are profuna, be as idea. But I should be a subabonnet.
No, correct.
What you say, baby. About your beginning, they don't use one your class, and I know on your way. And then when you baby see how we are a bus, and yet, assembly of a cartoon should be out, even now.
No, correct.
Pablo Classing, we are waiting as one year. What you say? I have popped down in the Panaco. On one shop when you baby, and then the I will say, one family sabi, it was here. I give you a better to Abrabo to be a big now because. I won't be awesome.
No, correct.
What you say? And I pump on the coin. One want to say, any crew, and one to say, a crew near it is an anno. And I'm one of some, and when you baby, and I'll say, Ebia, Bemano, I remember any baby. After a better so we about you couldn't when you document and maybe I won't take the phone to run into kind of fight. Before no one can know one can when you're
Ampa.
Yes, Abrabo na born, no maybe why you're true your boss. Because if we are so Obiani the Boafu,
Ampa,
you would depend on Yankupo in my boy, Abrabo say, if you are my boy. And he said, if an Obana swore who the Musso, now beyond the Falcon, when it is well. When you wish to sound, I want to be Abrabo see we. And the I am to your boss, Abrabo. Because Nipa would be to Coco, and find Nipa to what you say?
Yeah.
And he Sabra Bona, and of course, youth. You to know my sister, Abrabo, of course, one. Abaya bi wo obi ahwe na amana wie nursing school ne wie no wo trade ni paron na nya ne class no e bia nya obusu ni bi na timi du course a level no eti busa wo se wodi na akodu sa stage no no be ka sa asem investment wo ye wo ho no sabi enkodu do kokko efu na sa befu kura sin na wa start yan ko nu
ampa eno ye
yeah enti enwoma bi wo ye ntu ebo so Abrabo na youth no ye bo no e ma ni me nyina wuti ase obi timi kofo obi ba bodu abochire Opa Butabani and open. Obedru Adia, Nafi, I have obetru and then Indian and no jam no ye. Well, Abrabo is we. What you say? So, Bama Quaco for Bani, who Beman so go for Bana, who says Abayana Deniban will be lovely to the world. That's a mistake in swear to men go on here. Because we obey me won't feel me power won't pay. We may drop the MSO penta.
No, correct.
What you say? Because our bar me will fear what you said. Binu. Nya dem be so pekran ka be fimi bete be esi anu ma ba be do abrochire no wo be yayi o na mewa o na dia dia mani jo o si wo anu anka na no me sandi sika de bro ni wan ma kofo abrochi wo be ye pilo lo adwuma because ekma na be to ba bi wo ha ye ni mema no Abrabo mu na si etu okofo onyo ba bi wo oba bi wo Ghana wo siri panka sa wo ba ni wo abrochire na wo a wo pe e di sa wo ba no ye ma abrochire be fa enko fa ne ba wo ko fa ne be na atwu kura ma obedwane de o obedwane because who said if you when can be was it when you respect you so when you win the class what you say
hey
Senka sister Adwoa who nyame adum nyansa it is a bit mafasa who platform so there is teachings because it depends education Abrabo no adia de wa Abrabo pa ni adia na who hear Abrabo say who benya afutuo bi because when you say wutu na mo bi unya panyini bi tuufo a ke bia one yes mistake
ampa
just here but when you be a man tuufo no amo akwa akotom because this that you can experience who when you a lot of experience wa Abrabo
yes
this when you be and you be any experience you bet me ase amobi obi a oba no onu so adai atie bi what you say esi panyini dia obi je bi da na bofra do obi adai
obi aye bi pen
etie bi Abrabo die si so ye amo enwo ba bi edi eni huhu ye se na ne first dey si bi hunu na ye nyina na enti sa no na beti ma sha dey si dey educate
ampa
because I don't know Abrabo no ade wona bi si so anya ti wu ka Bible kra na afisa Titus 2 verse 1 go yi o se mu emma mpanyu for mo mani da ho umfa nyansa we ne konkonsa muntu ma ya ne fo se no mu kwa wade o ma wade be dey ebe yeyi wo ti ase enti awade mu kra no you futu bi a obetimi dey tu aba bi disaba no kono kokoto ma no say oh ade we kra na mere bi ko ti free Adwoa Odo futu bi no tu wodi ka ja advantage wo
no correct
and when you futu bi wo e disade ne kra ba ese exercise patient na so nya obenya but when you futu biara e dey bi ade ne ba na maybe you take any action bi maybe akoya wrong what you say enti Abrabo mu no life mu no bia de here futu after driving school crowd who driver yi or expect obetufu you say every life be a direction
yes
what you say Abrabo bia say ya branchum na wotio awade mo adwuma wo ye ekwan play say musika de ekwan e wisu sika no kwa we here futu
yeah
what you say when you sika say we be say we say e bia bibi say betu aba e say plan B and plan A those kind of you know yeah direction you bet me be tutu akufo anya yi nti wo nyame adumu education ya isa no utimi criticize our platform this and this Adwoa ebema amanfo ye more interested in platform because social media they know na honest ma nyame adumu nyansa na me boasem
that's it nyame sir
sabi amana wo ade bi abia na eya me fe
thank you
nti best say ebet me start nya ye program bi a ebebi baba sana ya mamre mu ni you kwan first ni ya di ya faso ya dia wade ya kwan faso
ya mamre mu kra say me mission because I think I mean
na kwan faso ya ye ana coach and ya to ni na to muti ase nti abedi to kra first wutie gribi a uhu family mu nyina free
wow
muti ase yeah first wutie abusu ediwo ya it will obi an cancer family and abonsu family and a Pipra family and can say William family need to kind of friend nana. They are too deep. What you say? And your family name.
And evangelist Kusi, to say I have a friend to say no when ye are penny to say on in am the 40s mu and ne ma me friend no catch and say omo ya asante for ba onyi say oye achimuni enti no te say nipa no te say like say bia when you to a certain extent na who doing say we to say tribe that woni now finding out to say we tribe for fra you know but to say woman say one ma finding out but to say omunim o masefo obi enimom bi say nioma bi say no ebetimi kwa ba say yeniafo bi betimi akọware omu hu omunim say omu ye related o
I don't know one of the big problem pa Edna first it was so kwa waria enti kwa wade abusa kwa wade abusa sam no many because especially me asante mu no na ye de anton ana ware me mentor me boy friend asachi enti ni kwa se wale asachi ni bia ye na ba ko fa say eskutu say
really
What want to us when it is a Wale was in near my Wale Bibia.
Wow.
And he, I want Tony Boha, young Wale, and it was before the Wako your hair and Tonga Ufrimu. And to me, I said, you know, because I said, near my Wale Mibia. And you got some Wale, they will bet my Wale will be a Yasna, built you or you call, a Diana, and you do kind of for you.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even know all this. Mama had to say, okay, we at the end, you know.
And he, come here, who could a Diana and also, yeah, we are for my one.
Mimi asked me, okay, we at the end. Huh? What's in your fear? I don't think that. Yeah, well, you're asking me. No, I don't. What was your phone asking for? No. Me asking it.
And I see a movie of commercial moko. It's
we are a community, Mammy kind, no problem. Mammy Cows won't get it. I'm a commander from a commercial one.
Huh? Yeah, I seen it for. Oh, and the Konomo. And I seen it for me powerful. I seen it Libya, won't be nada. I seen it for another. Another won't be nada.
Oh my goodness. Wait. Evangelist, hold on. Makuma Krampa shall say about Mama, yeah, okay. The woman saying number come about entitlement and unworthy partners. To say obi ohonoma wo boa no ko school no nya baby si us wonya ne class no ne ade nti se sia na my good friend Evangelist Ben Kusi adjoining and ye di nkomo and woka to say ayebo and I make us me yasin ni o si kumasi mokom ya
from a commotion cafe. Look at your boy. Also, boy,
oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Oh,
how?
It is a I could never be talk myself, Mukuna Saudi, who bet you about who are pennies and about Samuka. If you come see Crump with a woofler, what do you say? It is answer. And the Abacasam, and with your anti-Bob Mary, baby, was if I know you are history, we know where
someone can tell me so because I grew up knowing Samia chimney. Ain't you know how? Oh Lord.
No.
That
because
is crazy.
Sir, before no one be a media and so deep media. A bush a penny be a fee, a bush a penny be a community, I can fear. A bush ya walk, you couldn't have fun said.
Evangelist Ben Kusi say one my dear no crowd Thomas. So I mean to say na sne phone nyina ye asante for. Say omo nyina nya asante.
Asante. I asante ba. I asante for ya asante.
What the wow?
Hey. I asante for.
Huh?
People are Timoda. A bit more Timmy and Nino, yes, what's our Tim for now? Okay, when I asante you. I think go to Kunia, but I sent you a question for when I asante for.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, me try more that. It's Mama, yeah, it's like I'm dumbfounded. Oh my God.
Anyway, and you have come up with the beginning. What do you say? Let me say, I said, or was it? I watch it. I dance it, I watch it. You can't hear the dance event from a dance for a dance. I said for what do you say? And they will break you. You want you go. What do you say? And they want a corner. It is how you go say, or move your corner when you appear. Because, and don't be on a crab. It took you a crab.
I didn't cry.
Eti As a movie sound your many. The Judah, Israel for Bush of Kuna, Obia, said Asante, and I come for your way in Sa. If you are Chimu for near Yen, I come for, and Tintoa Santi Forbon, the same thing, and I can't want Yen Iba. Because Chimney Santini for winning a difference being in a number. What you say? Maybe Auntie Asani for we are very wise. Omunoma here, but
Mama, yes, my father is from Akro Kerry.
Akro Kerry, and you know, say no. Maybe I'll crash over Obebusa, no, me as such, and we are searching near me, I don't know. Or you're by Yen Timmy Wally.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Hey, but quite any woman.
Evangelist, I'm saying, some nobody are talking about this stuff because minimum crime possibly because as some I can cry, I'm not Thomas. So,
you idea very important.
Sister, I okay, Sister, I said his mother was from Adanse, Sudia, with connection to the Achim stool. Hey, yeah, some more. I think that's some of the. At me first say, we are related, but we don't know. We relate too. Fine. Now me kun dem ye dem relate too. Now say you ever worry no man busa mumfria mokombia, stop lying yourself. What are you talking about? Oh Lord Jesus.
Antonio say no. Baby, we didn't say,
not that I have a clue. Hey, this is scary. And it was since I asked my mother is a Kuyapim. Wow. Media, hey, somebody. Media. I don't know any other place aside from Achimuda, but is there like Yetina Kumasia Kopim said 10.5 nearby Achimuda. It's media me no to say, excuse me, my family, my grandmother, we all grew up in Achimda, Intino. I didn't even know.
Eventually, I said, "A Jumaya di Nipako, and our Nipako." And eventually, say, excuse me to say, you will be all be out with your but Obaba Betra, Kumasibia, what did that number? It will also be sent to you. If you are mobile, or man, come with you. You must be near, you know, and as something for us, I come for a year, you mupa can say your Omunton. And before I be quite
you will say, one ton is yes. Into what can saw ya slini and I said Diana near Nadiana form for him.
Adriana, no, as that was a megajia, Adriana form, MPA or I can't say, a great day, denture, and then move on, but
okay.
Yeah, Adriana, what's your trouble be near to? And Adriana for sale, or move by the far and someone. Adwoa Odo and you move a view of
wow.
And no mobile go my better, I can't say. Last stop or make I can't say, they're quite assuming that. And you from assuming or mobile Kumasi when we first start Suntrasu so full eye. And you from Suntrasu, I don't move 2 years. I'm not going to see it. Adriana, for me, Satan. No more power point. If you are the cancer, Kumasi name through Kumasi name from Kwamai. Okay. Yeah, Kumasi from Kwamai in an and be a black. And she true.
Oh, Miku Sanima, me free Kwamai.
Kwamai, and then see Kwamai Kumasi, and then Kumasi only have Kumasi and then Kwamai. Kwamai, Tona, Kumasi. What you say?
Wow. Hey. And you was but I didn't know. I didn't know. But we're not related, so that's a good thing. Because me yeah worry no me papa mu busa yeah.
Ya wale antina empenfo asem bi o make bia no me pass ya so kwa wade abusa
mama first back up
before the be dia wade no o say awade abusia na na kwa wade o
yeah
abusia na na kwa wade oba ni maami abusia nko na be ma na maami abusia nko mi maami abusia nko na so maami abusia nko ti ebisia de wade a abusia na na kwa wade o ti ase ti to de anya wade keke.
Oh, I see.
And I was dear soon, your warrior, a mammy moon. Don't what you come on to our dear. Said no,
wow.
No.
Oh,
a transition of families here. I check our dear, I check and a bed and crop.
Yeah.
Yeah, mammy, come and pay for fear. You could more buy him and pay for no dear, but our dear son, no mammy, you pet any channel and chilling and a mattress.
Oh, so say the assistant. Say the assistant cry. But me, but time now won't can make I say let's see a drew honum by 7 in the morning. You know, so like and then you really any a day a part in this also and only other. But it said you won't come me, mammy. Our real didn't bow with that. Yeah.
Our dear didn't bow down. Or be who have you no wafa, maybe or down no be from one no. While in the many view.
Okay.
Maybe I will say, I look like you so Munson Tower, you know, to a quatrain for so. And to go now, one sister, they will move back. The back, I don't know, fee, and the papa was it is an hour. It is to an end, and I know moon premium for what it is. Tom said, quiet into our dear Minko. Would you say yes, and I wish I need that?
Wow. But
you can't find that. And a generation, you can't find that. I waited and who couldn't go.
No, but my funny say, baby, I'm in Edwy. Nancy say, me finding out to say, I had me free. How do I even go about to find my route to say, be a fear potting when I'm free?
Route now, be found. And he said, what did I want to? You say, I sent for move from the coom. It is a wonder who a bush up and you go for bush and bush up penny. Maybe you are born at umami, no about mammy. What I say?
Yeah.
You bush up, you are bush up penny, and tell us who a bush your mother was him. And to go a bush a penny. A bush up, you are could be a deaf you. What I say? It is a woods and your body, so we are saying, who call Umasia Bukuma, a bit much, I must say. Was it a woman? If there be an Adwoa, Adwoa they be away up by my man be a bewu or do a sana what sana, but you bet too much. They be a woman upa menu, a papa should be a yatron. Say be up by me, papa could not see a beer, a pianania, and I say be a asna, or musubi or musufria, sa, and it order. It's not like you're near dear, no, a bit much, no one will be a massively. But so when you want to survey radio, being soon country.
Oh my. I see. Wow. And then the machine idea, me there's so vast because hey, this is crazy. Oh.
There's a normal.
What a shock.
Who up in so fear, and that's all I'm a command fear. Make too much, maybe a movie by it, maybe our dear and net did it, or make too much.
Wow. Yeah. I see.
As I'm kissing, and I can find it, yeah, can give you an entry. Ubon Tombe, a better maybe a mustaki free. A penny is a new war. Will be better when they are two, maybe a better massive.
Oh, and Tona, who here pass says so, baby. I will before
now, Mumuka, dear, I said, was you I wish I bet you watch him. I may come where I bet you. Okay, what another friend I draw for you.
Okay,
what it be maybe, and Mumuka more down. If you wouldn't have your own and now, or maybe we feel not to say, okay, will be a week and a week. Or mentioning it out. My God, so we see my sinner more or down as a movie. It be similar as a moko. What do I say? And we shall move up and to us as some see here from Casamon Coca and Chile a bush of one of one. The world should be a cocoa. Maybe you are no more son and I know more partner. If you a bushaba, nti bi mu kwa na bi mu kwa nti se bi ha no basabase bi akụ bi tutie so a ne yɛ nyina sɔre ne aba ebi achimo ne aba se sa be processing ewo ho sa na na no mo tratra
my god
nti na mo busua no ebi akwadia sa nti yesi ya dɔɔso se no ukọ be bia asanti kuro bia be wura bia na kan kuro bia obehu asene ni wu but ekoba ba be si ni pa ba ko ase nti be bɔ mu na na o start ye ase nti mo se mo ase no otumfo opoku wale ase nti mo mu ye otumfo ema ekopɛ otumfo se tutu ba ni asenefo ekopɛ nti na nsan pransa hini odi ade mu se asen ni bia wo ba bia wudi ade na se uba otumfo fie ne yesu bia ese wo kwamboko mase mo na mase mo kwamboko na mo ko ma fie na mo ko enti asenefo nso mo yi no mase mo ko na asenefo
boy I see
omo kono ngo nkuro no dɔɔso da bia mu di akonya no dɔɔso mo nyina mo ya ayi ba ko bi sa da tie
tisa nkonya de tisa me ma me nia panyi onu no ayi wodi hi ye pesi e di akonya no kura free fie ho no and you telling me all this
akonya di na nyaboni o ye na kan asantifo ana se we are Christian and tell something new no na me de see enye boni yankopon di ka ye ho amamre ye ntuntuni amamre ntuntuna se Christianity embra amamre na so fun no mo nka no kure
on say enioma bi wo ha because me kai say me offer panyi ni free mu no ensem bebre sisi because to say okosun crofobia da ye na ensem a no mo ka no I was like really against that said to say like it wasn't a positive thing. Into I felt say a bad say akunya wo fi ana to say ebia omu use certain things na I say omu de fear e show mu
ayabofo a yabe o ya no abrofo ba betum yeja omu de quarter thing edum yeja Christianity no say the practice Christianity to Africa no ba go change sanity
correct
yes because obu who say yere ne culture ne o sam konwa na wo fie na ye kan enya busum say e wo say di nipa wu ya bofo a na fie bia kwase fie nhira family bia was spirit area family bia so wa busua hu ye wo hu ma hwe kuru so ene ye wo hu ma hwe o ba so
basa hu bi wo ho no ma enya hu papa
na hu wa de bon hu boni
hu bi wo ho no ma it's not a good thing.
I mean, that's a minute. Be a Christian. You're some company.
Yeah.
But yeah, some company. You man, I say, I said they can't. Get Bible now or prove beer and somebody be a culture.
Okay.
Because very fast you're wali na Yakupo Eddie who a yina the man who call I can't say a Deuteronomy 18 a cover who a nipa is a wali woman.
Okay.
Se oba kura guri nsano eni kwa se enkabe ma ukwada no woni nida oba abru mu ka Leviticus ebe ka akiro
wow
udi asenti ene tituo no enanu mu sifia na yesi dan bi dia bata efiro
yeah
enti saba guri nsa pe obenso tie so ene kwa fichiro obekwa kwotro 7 days obi anko no ye no aduane a abaya omuni nsa abaya buru ene de aduane ma no wo de akwa na fichiro
wow
7 days. That's I did it. It's out on near friend Brato. If you photo near the Bible, if you're crying, Yaya Amamre. I need your bathroom, Nanya Bon in your bosom. What you say? Yaba a year cray will be wooa, a fool who came from numbers, who can numbers 11 verse 19. I bet you could get a fool and no man's away. A fool could be a quack fool. Yedi ayisi wo ye fene yawa ana kudo ne ate adwira haban de de agum enti wo kodwefun na wo du ese odi hwe mi wo ho sa enti baburu ni nyina eka edipo kodwefun enwoma ese obeye sofu kra ni kwa so kodwefun enwoma ese wo ye eni nya eni ato ni nyina to atwe e wo baburu betu ma lot of quotation na obeka sa mamre ni nananu ya fa betu se enti first ne dipe first what is will be a word where because of a woman be a never boy and go by no. But then you see Christianity to and your money and your money. What you say? And Habanya, then you know, because we'll be a Disney. A case Disney, you will be aware, Sabi, a Malamu.
No, I be draw.
What you tell about is see what you say. They will make us all by you.
Yeah.
What you see that you become here, it is so many young. Jenny, I was simply about one, but yet it's and the Christianity walk or to know. That many only said, so many apostles. No, I mean, I did
no crap because me on for him now free monona or robe I have by our titi saying colana or mojun sojon so mohono or the mama na a jai to sell like could be a honor ye guni home nina but oh free mono why meaning your children
and you want a bed to Okrana say when you be intimate you intimate self.
Wow,
you have baby to set a meal. Put it a meal with them 4 corners. Who will be a baby with them will be just 4 corners. It would take Tamia without the 2 4 corner. Who will be a to miss you?
Wow.
After check.
Oh, really? Sir? And evangelist came. Say who be into me now. Oh, really?
Yeah. And this morning now, you have to what you say? You will say Jenny, onion, the skin not dry one. Now with the check will be the other 2 choir. What was where you're going to be made and children? What you say?
Really?
We have business. Maybe on your what in your habine, and the good sickam, and the 2 who will be able to be any sicker. Oh, it is no money in our couple, which I said, didn't I have fully transferable no in your good cool. Or transform person what the banshee
be so good to know.
Banshee, cassava leaves. What is Senate? Who make him a classy 20 hours once on what you saw that.
What?
What you say? Oh, and he was under many in a midi my quo. Was he a need beyond for a hand and side? But you're killing that talking. Jan first, if you're near cancer, we now will tell me back a cancer, diabetes, hypertension, kidney failure, because of the typical organic, 100% organic. What you say? And then you're tuning that trouble. And then you didn't be as soon as first or by war. You're brilliant by your mamma. You can go and let your man know the Aya Bank and with the Fibia Cababiar. What you say? And a Baba who could a four as a way, who would push me and Sako, who nature was alcohol. What you say? Sadia and Yamma one sack when you're and your won't cry and some. In summer, a union free young. What you say? And I'll grow 3 years go to me cancer.
Wow.
No man in our trouble. Because of a mamma who said, "Your bonnie, no way." Turn it into a mamma and Trinidad. Indian into a mamma and Trinidad.
No credit.
Yes. Japanese near Uba, who are China, you are America away. Who quite China shop.
Oh, yeah. They have almost a Chinatown crowd, I say.
What I said,
yeah.
But now you be as one in a if you be a can if you be a could get them. And then push more, but as of now, I'd have yeah, you say, and we are both money 80. Whom you are, there will feel as a bomb of mine or angel. To me, a wall papa bushum and they do it. To me, a wall papa bushum and they do it. Oh, and then you must have no many in area. I said to your mama and almost to me because it was a serious Adwoa. Kenya Misu quality, Nipa, be born in Tia, be bow crabbackers and one in Badger Minfa, and I know Becky can see each other. Yeah, what you say? And Tiani Nipa, so if he said, you ban me so many big 2 atoms, and that's how frame platform, and I will program Grandmaster Crabbe broken.
No, correct.
What you say? He said to me, people will feel that's what I said, Tiana. I don't know, sorry to meet you. So in the nature, I wish I look at you, I wish I knew about it to you. A static free baby.
Wow. Evangelist, a marriage out to you now.
You go back from the 1st century, and I'll bet I'll bet you. Una na mu bia betra busen ma wuko because then ya wo ma me no wo obi na wo no
no correct
unu mu nana
ani
ene unu mu etu na uni mu obi na wo no ene obi no wo na awon to aso etu na busen no be mu da be
no correct
eti se agere ye papo e boni edi kwa se wo ye dey wo ka se ti ano wo ti ase bet ye ni atu ya mamna to atwe
boy
ya to atwe no ayen bring to groni omuno amamre na so mayi no omuno mayi nya bi ti se ye no wo ti ase eti wo ko Arab countries ni ayinya omo kuta omamre wo ko China onto na mamre ntwe wo ko e kan say India, omuntu amama ntwene, amama mre ntwene. A lot of ayi bebre but omo develop. But ye dey na say ka ehu nyankopon no. Ah mamre ne be country a trend ato agu. Etu ka Bible afin say Jeremiah 6 verse 16 was it. Ye ko hwete titi atempon no. Ye ko hwe bebe ka kwa papa da bebe ye gya mo fa so no munya ahomegye. Ye ne ko fa so bi. E kenya ahomegye but ye na ese yempe. Ene ese yempe.
Wow, evangelist, I think that as I'm reaching out to you, then we can arrange something because in your way say, hey, yeah, some more, and I mean, who cried me? You know, my Frau, near Dinko, me da sepa, and a unim dear strong, and then so the other. Platform issue because I didn't even know there is so much and you maybe one more can't a baby a wolf free nominate home corner. Yeah. I don't phone them. It's just a Belinda to say I hope send me out to Mohoy you know evangelist you better reconnect again now say ya a maybe not just say a mamre no near you know. Wabe papa mu apensem mu amaye ani enti nyame nka ho adofo nom ne anuanom nso nyinaa meda mu nyinaa mase te se memenda 7:30 Ghana time by minister for some okoso ye ba beka our remu nkyerɛkyerɛ but say aya ye ka general topic na kwasiada Mebeka Abrabo Mu Nsem life issues into anytime send America no so obas na make bro for na say chi na your dominant language obetimi afraba ni aka nti no ba whichever one who join me meant na so nka say bi American bro for nti no obetimi afraba ni edi nkomo Nsene ene evangelist ben kusiba aswa enyoma bebre te say wabe pensen mu wama me krempo my speechless in some ways no ne adinti no but a good information to have some means machine bi metimi akere na me mambusia for so mama ma huni eko hey asemo wow enti no Nyame moye nyina ye ho ban hwe ye so na ayi dasane ento yen ni ensan hie nti no nyame ya adom a ye be san hie biem
yo ende
bye
actually contact me that asenso
mate akontate pa maka kire no